I did not watch any of these seasons, but I do remember them, and I know my little sister loved Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Brendan, tell us about
Take it away.
Near and dear to my heart. Yeah, like when that, I'm pretty sure like that hit in the height of ninja martial arts of like we had the Turtles movies coming out, live action. We had Three Ninjas.
Don't say the Three Ninjas, come on.
I will say Three Ninjas.
Yeah? Were you a big Three Ninjas fan?
Wow.
Yes. I learned between Three Ninjas, the Mutant Turtles, and Power Rangers, I learned that the force of your blow can be amplified by going, "Aya!" That would take so much power. And I think that all of like Taekwondo camps saw their numbers skyrocket during that period because everybody I knew watching the Power Rangers went and took like a little year of Taekwondo.
See for me, Karate Kid did that. It converted everybody.
It was also the most 90s thing possible. 5 teenagers with attitude by this crazy Zordon, and there was a witch on the moon, and they're like, hey, let's go fight in these crazy costumes. That's not good enough. Let's get these giant mechanical, like a T-Rex and the pterodactyl. That's not going to be, let's get a giant robot and go all out and Voltron on them.
Brendan, did they ever explain why they don't just turn into the robot at the beginning and step on the bad guys before they get big?
Pacing.
Okay, pacing.
Every episode followed the same formula, and you could see it coming, but you loved it.
That's like Voltron, too. It's like they wait till the end of the episode to form the lions up.
And they actually took a lot of their the stock footage from a Japanese show, the Super Sentai series.
Right, which is, there are iterations of that still on in Japan. I used to watch it in Japan.
Still Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on.
Still Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on, right.
Did you understand that when you were watching it originally, that it was like a repurposed Japanese show?
No idea.
Yeah,
I just knew it was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, I knew that. I think I looked it up somewhere, ran into it in a magazine or something. My brother was way into it. It was not my thing at all, but it was constantly on in my house because of that. And it was amazing to just kind of grow up and watch him so riveted by it. I think, it's easy to understand. I like Voltron as a kid. It's color-coded fighters and giant robots are cool. And the fact that it didn't make any sense didn't really matter because there were sparks and special effects and explosions.
Solving problems with violence.
What's that?
Solving problems with violence. There was a lot of controversy.
Did Power Rangers ever die?
No, but they were kind of like the rotating cast. Like they would be.
I remember there was a White Ranger that was introduced later.
Yeah, like they introduced a Green Ranger, and he was kind of like the antithesis. Like he was the rival. He got like mind control, and then eventually became the White Ranger and became a good guy. And then they go into a new season where it'd be a different bunch of teenagers, and then they kind of like get a new setup and a new thing. But it was always like they would rotate them out.
So were there originals that everybody liked though?
I think the original cast holds a special place in some people's hearts.
For me, I think it was always like the first couple of seasons for me that were like the most ones I cherished the most.
And was there only one girl?
No, there were two girls.
There were Yellow Ranger and the Pink Ranger.
Yeah, they were both girls. I don't think we can go past this without me sharing a really weird story about the Power Rangers. When I was living in Japan just a few years ago, I was exploring a downtown shopping area, and I went up a flight of stairs where I saw a sign, and I walked into a store probably the size of a small mom-and-pop video store that was entirely dedicated to Power Rangers erotica and costumes. That was all they sold was Power Rangers erotica.
Shoulder to shoulder packed with customers?
Yeah, 3 rooms of Power Rangers erotica full of people buying it.
No way.
That's all they sold. That was a strange moment in my life.
Well, if you knew the name, we could endorse it right now. But.
Yeah, no, it's in Nagoya.
It's funny because the controversy wasn't from that, crazy as it is. It was more from the solving problems with violence. I think it was actually...
How is that a controversy?
I don't know.
Power Rangers?
Parents don't like when you solve problems with violence. So I think Canada took it off the air, New Zealand took it off the air. There was a lot of like protests and like call-ins to the news stations and like I forget who was broadcasting. I think it was Fox Kids.
Yeah.
A lot of angry people going like, you got to make it different. I think actually in the second season they brought in like a really like a new bad guy, and he was so like grimdark that they had to bring back the other bad guy because he was too like adult.
Well, it's people are always looking for the wrong place, I think, to attribute the behavior of society at its worst. At Power Rangers and Doom, this is a year with a lot of violence in it, and people just were looking for scapegoats.